Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Roman Anthony and I am the Turban hairstylist. So if you have not already, please hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends, your cosmetology or hairdressing friends, because everybody needs to know a little something. Today's tutorial, we're going to turn this level 3-4 dark brown hair to a nice lavender color, which is why the theme of this video is Purple Rain. I have my Mauve Turban. And if you like my Mauve Turban, you can go get that at ehoodie.com. It ships out of Jersey, so I will put a link in the description box. They come in so many different colors, and I love turbans. If you need to know how to wrap one, I can do a tutorial. So as you can see right now, his hair is long enough to foil, but I decided not to since I'm going to do like a global bleach out twice, and then I'm going to put him under a hooded dryer for that first bleach out. So as you can see right now, what I'm doing is I'm going about a 1/4 inch away from the scalp, and then I'm barely dusting the ends. He's getting a haircut, so it really wouldn't matter if I was to put the lightener over the ends, but normally or typically if they're not going to get a haircut, you do not want to cover those ends because it's going to create more damage. The ends are the most porous because they've been the most exposed to sun and the environment, so you would want to protect those. Also guys, make sure you're putting like an Olaplex or something in your bleach or lightener agent, so that way you are protecting the hair as much as you can. Also, shout out for the song. It's called Close to Me by Frederic, Magnon. And I heard this song on a Netflix series called The Hookup Plan, which is a French series, and I absolutely love it. Now, back to the tutorial. So basically what I'm doing is combing the lightener through his hair. We want to emulsify the product throughout the hair so that it's thoroughly saturated. He has naturally curly hair. His density is pretty medium to thick. So we basically want to make sure everything is thoroughly coated and evenly, so that way it processes evenly or as best as we can possibly get it. Now, what you want to be mindful of is you do not want to actually scratch the scalp when you're combing it through. So literally I'm going in, and the reason why I'm so close on his head is because I'm looking to make sure that I'm getting that root but not actually scraping the scalp, because that would cause a lot of burning. If your client has thin or very porous perimeter hair, or some people call it baby hair depending on, you don't want to actually bleach that first. You could actually leave that out because it'll lift pretty quickly, but also it's the most sensitive part of the hair. It's almost like the Nula hair for you cosmetologists out there. So you definitely want to make sure that you do that last because you don't want it to break off. However, since he has thick, full, curly, gorgeous hair, we can actually give it some more oomph to it, some punch. Now, I am in love with my hooded dryer. I basically connected to my hand blow dryer, and it holds on that part. The only thing I don't like is that I have to clip it to the client. Now, I saw that they have them here in Paris. They are a little bit more expensive, but the thing I like about them is that they have these little neck straps, so you can just tie it under their neck, so you don't have to either like clip it. Otherwise, it's just gonna blow off their head. Gonna cover his ears because it was a little hot. And I'm basically gonna have this on medium to low heat, low air pressure for 30 to 45 minutes. I periodically would go in and check just to see. The issue with using heat though is that you risk drying out the bleach, and when the bleach dries, it's no longer working. So depending on what the client's hair type is like, sometimes I'll use a hooded dryer. Most times I'm just going to let it naturally process because then you're going to get the most. And for people, remember, you get the most amount of lift within the first 45 minutes.
I really feel like it's really hard to be friends like Parisian. I mean, like they all have their own group of friends.
Yeah.
And like I've been to other places where people were much more like welcoming and much more open, and like they would go and talk to you even though they wouldn't know you. But like in Paris, even in my uni, like no one comes and talk to you. I find it very hard actually to.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Maybe the same with like every big cities, but I don't know.
Probably. I try not to pay too much attention to it. Because then I just tell myself, well, you know what? At least if, you know, you have not too many friends, you don't have any drama to worry about.
Yeah, that's true.
So like, just be, whenever it happens, it'll happen. So be patient. I tell myself.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Okay, so we did 2 bleach outs on our client. His hair, obviously those mids to ends are a little bit more yellowy. So instead of like doing a bleach wash or bleaching him for a 3rd time, I don't want to like screw the integrity of his hair. So I'm just going to go in and tone it. And right now when you dry it, you'll see that it lifts. It's obviously lighter when you dry it, so it looks more like a pale yellow than it does like a banana yellow. And then after, I'm going to go in, I think with 10/8-1 with Wella, to tone it and give it a nice like silvery purpley color undertone. Since we're going for lavender, that purple would be fine, the silver is fine. I want it to be more iridescent, so that way as the color starts to fade, the lavender, the undertone will still be cute. Because remember, with fun colors, you don't use a developer to process it, but basically it lasts about 8 to 10 washes, I think is standard. So you definitely want to go in with an undertone toner, which I learned from a great colorist, and I thought that was amazing, because usually I would just bleach them out white and then put that color over it. But I figure when you go in with that undertone toner, it's really cute. Not only does it make the color that you're going for pop and look even more amazing, but as it starts to fade, it still looks amazing. You don't have like a yellow or a brassy undertone because you've already done a toner. So this is me using the toner. I think the instructions said to keep it on for about 25 minutes because it's going to be my undertoner and it has a little purple in there from that violet. I'm just going to leave it on the full exact amount. And I diluted it a little with water, so it's not going to be as strong. Usually, sometimes I'll leave the hair wet and put it on there, so that's like a dilution, but I just actually put a little water in the actual product because I didn't want it to be like very purpley in certain spots, so that way when I put the fun color on, it would just like, you know, look all weird and too dark and dense. And I'm doing this for oxidation, so you definitely want to lift the hair so that the color can actually oxidize and formulate, and the color will actually like breathe, and you know, because you need the air for it to start to process. Come on, oxidation, work with me here. I'm rubbing on that little piece right there. It was a little brassy. It's like rub it, let that heat and the oxidation get to it so it can just process. That helps, people. Look at him checking himself out. He was like, I ain't never seen myself so white. But don't you just love his skin? It's like very olivey. I don't know if he's Mediterranean or what. I think he's a gorgeous kid. He dresses so nice, and I think this color is going to look fabulous on his skin tone. Okay, so we are going in with this fun color, this cute little lavender color. Yes. So basically what we're going to do here is go in with this lavender color and put that over. And if my back wasn't covering it, you can see more of that side of the hair that has that now silvery and iridescent undertone. Obviously the lights in my flat are orangey yellow, like I've stated before, and I need to get some iridescent lights because that mimics natural sunlight, but we don't have that right now. So in the meantime, bear with me, y'all. It actually looks really cute, the just regular blonde, before I even put the purple on. So, or lavender, I'm sorry. So now we're putting this lavender on, and then you're gonna see me put some finger waves on in a second because I loved it. It's so cute. Right? Play with it. Play with it. Love the hair. Love it. Play with it. Tease it. Get all up in there. Okay. Put some finger waves in it. now we have rinsed the hair out and we've conditioned it with a nice keratin conditioner so we can try to fortify those bonds. And we are going to cut his hair a little bit, and I'm going to use some texturizing shears and my barber's comb, which I love. Like, I really hate doing men's cuts. Never really liked it. But as I've been living in Paris, I've done it so much more than I did back when I was in the States. Because a lot of my clients here, as you can see in these videos, are guys, which back in the States, I mostly had women. But I'm definitely having fun. I'm loving this barber comb. And then after I go in and basically give him some, like, his overall look of what he was going for, because he wanted the shorter sides and everything, etc., etc., I'm going to go in with my texturizing shears to texturize his hair. Because his hair is naturally curly, and we did not lose the integrity of his hair texture, which is amazing. I loved it, and he was so happy about that. But since we did not lose the integrity, and I wasn't sure if we would or would not, I went in with texturizing shears so that way whenever there was a loose curl next to a regular curl, that loose curl could sit on top of that regular curl so that he still had his lift and volume and he still had his extraness. Now when you go in slice cutting, directional cutting on the top of the head like that, you're just creating more texture. Look at that. You see that texture? That's just the hair and me just throwing my hands in it. Texture, it ain't even did it like that. Just playing with it. So basically, I'm just going to style it like an old 1920s style. At first, I thought I was going to diffuse, but I was like, oh, freak that. So we're going to give it a nice 1920s look because Parisians keep telling me, they're like, you can't have a fun color in your hair and be a banker or a lawyer or etc. and look professional because people will look at you or they'll say you need to change it or whatever and go back to normal. And I'm all like, this is the new normal. Bitch, lavender is the new normal. So I was like, while you're still in uni, you can still have fun. Whatever your professor says about your future career, who knows? Maybe it'll change, but it won't change unless you show them that it can change. So I'm going to give you this nice classic 1920s little look for your hair that is popping with the lavender. You're going to put on your outfit and you're going to be the bomb. You're going to be fly. And when people see you, they're going to be like, this is it. Okay? And he was getting some looks on the train, and he said he got some compliments, so that was great. But yeah, always, if your clients are kind of nervous or whatever, you don't have to talk them into something. But definitely, if it's something they really want and they're just afraid of what other people might think, fuck other people. It's not their prerogative. What they eat don't make you, and what they think about you ain't none of your damn business. So at the end of the day, enjoy it. Like, this color looks fabulous on him. It looks gorgeous. The style, the look, and then I'll even put 2 pictures that he posted on his Instagram story of his color, rocking it, sporting it, and loving and living it. Cool, so now I'm just going to put the cool setting on the dryer, put it on low air pressure, and just kind of dry it without the heat because I don't want it to cause any frizz and I don't want any heat damage. I did put a leave-in conditioner in his hair and then an Olaplex oil over that to seal in that leave-in conditioner. Depending on your client's hair texture or type and density, you might want to put a mask on their hair and let them go home and wash it out a few hours later because he had nice, luxurious, curly, medium hair. He did not need to have a mask. We could just go in and style it legit like that. And if you look at it, it just looks absolutely gorgeous and pictures to follow. Thank you for watching and tuning in. Stay tuned for my next video. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share with your friends, whether you're in the beauty industry or not. And Jazam, did you see that? Look at it. It's amazing in texture.